Super Bowl 60 is fast approaching, and you can bet on every moment of Super Bowl glory. Every trip to that end zone matters more than ever, as the Seahawks and the Patriots are going head-to-head. And DraftKings Sportsbook has all your favorite ways to bet touchdowns for Super Bowl 60. The next great Super Bowl touchdown is coming, and you can bet on every moment of glory. New customers, bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code Sonnen. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? Bet live on star player props and in-progress games right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers, use my promo code Sonnen and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code Sonnen only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Did Jon Jones just shut down his bid for the White House? Jon's talking to a TikToker, and he turned down a match with Daniel Cormier for Real American Freestyle. And this has been a little bit of a rumor. This has been going on, and Real American Freestyle is willing to host that match. Jon comes out and says, I have severe arthritis in my hip, which means he needs a hip replacement. He says, I'm more than qualified for a hip replacement. Most people don't know this. My last 2 training camps were a real struggle. So all that Jon officially turns down is the match with Daniel Cormier. But if he cannot wrestle, now if Jon doesn't want to wrestle Daniel, fine. Whatever the reason, fair enough. But if we're to take this at face value, hey, listen, I'm having a really hard time. I need a hip replacement. I can't wrestle. Take Daniel Cormier out of it. I can't wrestle. I would assume means I cannot do MMA. I assume. And this talk has gone very quiet. As a matter of fact, Alex Pereira came out around a month ago and said, I will not be fighting Jon Jones at the White House. Now, no announcement was made or even a rumor of Olberg versus Pereira, meaning Pereira is going to return to 205 pounds. And then most recently from Pereira was 2 weeks ago on Instagram where he was back at the tire shop. He was stacking tires, and in the background, he's got a tire that says Jon Jones on it. Now, that is a thing that Pereira does for letting us know who he wants next. All right. But then Jon hasn't called out Pereira. And Jon, by the way, in this piece where he turned down Daniel and talked about, I got this hip, but I need a hip replacement. He said, man, I've only got so much left. He even personalized it. He said, I've got a 3-year-old son at home. I want to use what left I have to be able to play with his ass. That's an exact quote. So I think Jon just took himself out. I think he did. There is another opinion, though. And the other opinion, much like Jon said about, I want to use what I have left to play with my son. I want to use what I have left to fight in the octagon. I don't want to use what I have left to do a training camp for a wrestling match and then do a wrestling match. There is a possibility, like the mere fact that Jon Jones has arthritis in his hip or qualifies for a hip replacement doesn't totally tell us that he's going to go have one. So I'm willing to look at this from both sides, but it was my interpretation. There was no mention of fighting, which is the first time Jon's done an interview in a meaningful period of time. There was no mention of the White House, which is the first time that Jon has left that out of an interview in a meaningful period of time. There was the turning down of a competition with his arch nemesis, who he just did a reality show against. And there was the statement that what he's got left, he wants to use to play with his son. So I believe that Jon just took himself out of contention to fight at the White House.